Have you guys ever wanted to watch anime with me? Well, now you guys can. We watch all type of anime and we do it on a nightly basis. All you guys have to do is follow me on Twitch and click the link in the description to join the Discord. With that out of the way, let's get into the intro. So I really don't think we can ever crown a so-called best main character because let's be realistic here, everybody has their own and different opinions. We're not going to agree. We have different tastes and we like different stuff. That's like when somebody says, oh, this is the best anime. It may not be the best to you, but it's the best to them. So we have to respect that opinion. But I think we can come to an agreement, I guess, and a consensus saying who are the best in all of anime. And I want to make a video on that. Now, this video is not going to be a top 10. Like I said, I don't really like making top 10 videos anymore because I feel like once it's out of the top 2 or 3, your opinion can always change. Something can always get bumped out. Something can always get bumped in. You just don't know when it will change on every given day. And also, just because a character is well written does not and has great character development does not mean that they're better than another one or they're better overall. You can like a character because for different reasons and they could be more enjoyable. For instance, let's compare Goku and Eren real quick. Eren is probably a better written and a more developed, but people might like Goku more because just his character in general is enjoyable. And some people may not like Eren and his character because he's so dark. And yeah, I think we need to respect that. And like I said, I'm just going to put some of my favorites here and I'll explain why I think that they're so great and so good of MCs. In the comment section below, let me know who your guys' favorite and who you guys think the best MC is. But if you guys enjoy regular anime content, then make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. But with that out of the way, my name is Potential Unleashed, and let's see who is or who are the best anime MCs. So first we're going to talk about Light Yagami, and just because you're an MC and a protagonist does not mean that you're not a villain, right? He's my favorite villain. I love the Ninja Light so much. He's so cool, so intelligent, and honestly, I think this is the first time in an anime where I have ever rooted for the bad guy to win. Now, I'm not going to really explain why I consider him a bad guy and a villain because I'm planning on doing a video where I talk about which characters are good guys, bad guys, anti-heroes, etc. But I think the reason why I like this Ninja Light so much is, well, just because solely how intelligent he is. Light's not necessarily the physically strongest person. We saw that he was a tennis champion, but this ninja is the definition of brains. Like, this ninja is smart. Now, I don't want to spoil Death Note for you guys. I think it has around 30, 35, maybe a little bit more episodes, so I highly suggest you guys watch it. But this Ninja Light was able to come up with a plan where it was able to be executed perfectly without him even needing to have his memory at the time for the plan to work. Like, bruh, that is astonishing. How are you able to come up with a plan and know it'll succeed without you even knowing the plan at the time? I think that's one of the dopest moments in all of anime, and that's what makes Light such a great MC. Next MC we're going to talk about is Senku, and I think Senku is somebody that we don't give him the credit and the love that I think we should. And I'm gonna come out and say this, I think this ninja Senku is probably the smartest character in all of anime. And I know you guys are gonna be like, oh well, Bulma, she built a time machine. Yes, but this ninja Senku can make stuff like phones, cars, tanks, and probably even more stuff in the manga. And he's doing all of this in a stone world during basically what we would call the Stone Age. And I like the fact that Senku may not be the most physically strongest, right? He tried to pin down a girl and she ended up flipping him on his back. It was pretty hilarious. But I think Senku is the ideal definition of brains over brawn. And Senku, he doesn't discriminate. Even if people were to try to kill him, he still wants to save any and everyone he can from being petrified. He wants to bring the world back to its original form where we're back in the common, and well, not the common era. What am I thinking about? Literature, back into the age of past industrial revolution. And even though Senku, he's serious most of the time, obviously because he's intelligent and he has to stay on top of his game, make sure stuff gets done. But this Ninja Senku's low-key kind of funny, and I love that about him, making him such a great MC. And this is probably going to be a hot take, but in terms of overall enjoyment, Asta's actually a top 5 MC for me, and I actually prefer him over Naruto. And for sure, this ninja looks freaking dope after his time skip. It's a shame that this show is getting canceled. I would talk about that, but we're not going to get too into it. Maybe it'll come back eventually. But I know people don't like the fact that Asta, he yells and he's loud all the time. But for me, that's actually what makes him different and unique from a lot of MCs. A lot of MCs, they're very chill and very nonchalant with their tone of voice. And this ninja Asta, he has to make sure that his presence is known. And Asta, I think he's the most relatable. Well, at least for me, I relate to him the most. This ninja has faced so much freaking adversity. It is ridiculous. You would think that this ninja Asta would have given up by now, but he didn't. He has no magic in a world that solely relies on magic. Nobody had any expectation from him. Everybody thought he was going to be a failure just because he was a peasant. He was of the lowest class. And Asta, he didn't give a fuck. He still went each and every day in that Mamba mentality. He said, let's be legendary. He proves that the chip on his shoulder is going to push him to further heights, where he's going to prove his haters wrong by achieving his dream to become the Wizard King. Now, the reason why I say Asta is such a relatable MC to me, as you guys have probably seen me in my videos, I don't appear to be the biggest guy. Ever since elementary, middle, and high school, I've always been the smallest guy. I think the start of 9th grade, I was like 4'11" still. And so I've always felt a little insecure and a little inferior towards people, but I decided that I was going to not let that stop me, work harder, and prove myself, and that I mean more than what my size depicts, just like that ninja Asta. Eren Yeager is an MC who I think people either overrate or underrate. I feel like the people who overrate them are new anime watchers who've only probably seen about 3 animes, and they're like, Eren Yeager's the best protagonist of all time. And then those who underrate him, I feel like they don't truly understand his character. I've loved Eren ever since he was in season 1. A lot of people actually disliked him then, but he's always had a special place in my heart. Eren's someone who's willing to take on all the suffering, all the pain on himself so that everybody he loves, that they're able to live long lives. The quote from My War, the recent opening, basically says, an angel wearing the mask or the face of a devil. And Eren, which is ironic, he's doing stuff for selfish reasons, but he's such a selfless character. It's really inspiring. This ninja Eren probably has some of, if not the best character development in all of anime, where we saw this ninja was always angry about being oppressed and that he wanted to take down the Titans, to now he understands who truly are his enemies and that he's a savage and he won't stop until he truly and utterly destroys all his enemies. I'd say out of the big 3, Luffy probably gets the most love and the least hate. And overall, I feel like the community agrees that Luffy overall is one of the best MCs. This ninja Luffy cares about his friends more than anything in the world, prioritizing their safety over anything else, willing to go to war for them. He doesn't get a random power-up like some characters when he's faced with adversity. We saw on Sabaody when his friends were scattered across the world. He didn't get a power-up then. We saw when somebody died after Marineford. I don't want to say who it is if you guys are... Well, you guys have probably already seen One Piece, but still, he didn't get a power-up there. He acknowledged that he was weak, and this ninja Luffy was having a mental breakdown. And like I said, he didn't get a random power-up. This ninja trained for his work. He trained for Gear 4. Luffy's funny with great character development, such savage moments. This ninja Luffy is the definition of actions speak louder than words, and he deserves all the praise that he gets. And then we have my personal favorite MC. We have Edward Elric, and I feel like he doesn't get the love and the credit that he deserves like a lot of other MCs. And I don't think it's a hot take. I think that we need to start respecting this ninja. Maybe it's because he's so little and he's a shrimp. Don't let him hear that. He'll get upset. But what boxes does he check? I think he checks all of them. He had adversity, has great character development. He isn't too overpowered, but at the same time, he's not the weakest in his universe. He also doesn't get plot armor, right? This ninja almost died and was able to seal the wound by taking away some of his life force. We never see this ninja really in a situation where he gets a power up, because that's not how that works in that universe. He's intelligent, he's smart, funny. He's the whole package. Like, what does this ninja do wrong? Now, I don't think that he's the best character or MC in terms of writing or character development, or maybe not even in every other aspect, but I feel like if you consider every trait and what you like in a character in terms of enjoyment, I think Edward is probably the most well-rounded of all the MCs. And there we have it. At the end, I was a tiny little bit biased about Edward, him being my favorite MC and all, but I do feel like you shouldn't, if somebody says that they think that this is the best MC, you shouldn't just go out and be like, oh no, that they're not the best. Like, no, that's their opinion. You could be like, oh, well, you know, it's cool if you think they're the best, but I disagree because I don't, you know, just be mindful of people's opinions, because you can't say somebody's the best when you obviously have a different opinion. That's not how the world works. But let me know who your guys' favorite MC is and who you guys think the best is in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video from me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. I'm posting on there every single day. I think I gained like 100-something followers in a week, so that's pretty cool. So make sure you guys follow me there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And don't forget to unleash your potential.